to another video. This video is going to be about Death Knights. What do Death Knights get in Mr. Pandaria? I'm going to show you skills, I'm going to show you talents, I'm going to show you some cool new stuff that Death Knights are going to get. First off, let's get into the contest winner of last week. The winner is... You're the winner, man. Congratulations. There's going to be a new prize this week. It's going to be that right there, that epic prize. Now, in order to win this prize, all you have to do is leave a comment below because I choose the winner from the comments. Yes, there's 2 classes left. I thought it was 1 class, but it's 2 classes left. DKs and Shamans. So I'll do DKs in this video. Shamans will be for the next video. So here you go. Death Knights. What's up, guys? Welcome to another class. This is going to be DKs and Mr. Pandaria. I'm going to show you the skills, talents, other stuff. First off, we're gonna go into the first tier. The first talent in the first tier is called Rolling Blood. Rolling Blood now also triggers Pestilence if it strikes a diseased target. What does that mean? That means it can spread the diseases on other targets. The next talent is called Plague Leech. Basically, you activate this and it removes the diseases and it frees up a death rune for you. The last talent is in the first tier is Unholy Blight. It's like an insect swarm. It surrounds the Death Knight and it does AoE damage. The next one is Lich Born. Of course, you guys know what this is. This is on live already, but now it's a talent. You have to choose it if you want to have Lich Born. You become undead and you become immune to a lot of CC. And you guys know the big ball that goes and DKs get inside it. They take less damage. That's a talent now. You have to choose it. The next one is called Purgatory, and it's a very long description. All I can say is, basically, it's like the rogue cheat death. So DKs can basically have a cheat death. Yeah, only lasts for 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Now let's get into some of the more interesting talents. Death's Advance. 30-second cooldown. Permanently move 10% faster. Impairing effects may not reduce you below 70% of normal movement speed. Next talent is Chillbanes. Victims of your Frostfever disease are chilled, reducing the movement speed by 50% for 10 seconds, so that's a perma-slow right there. And your Chains of Ice immobilizes the target for 3 seconds. This Asphyxiate, this is a good talent. It basically does like the Jedi throat grip, lifts you up in the air, and it's basically like a chokehold for 5 seconds. The next talent is Death Pact. You basically drain 50% of the health of your pet, gives it to you. Next talent is called Death Siphon. It's a Shadow Frost damage, and 100% of that damage is returned back to you as in health. This ability that I think is a little bit overpowered. It's Conversion. It continually converts your runic power into health. 3% of your maximum health every 1 second. And it's pretty much almost permanent as long as you keep generating runic power, which isn't very hard to do as a Death Knight. Getting runic power is very, very easy. Oh, it just costs 10 runic power! This is like a blood decay ability. I had a hard time figuring out this thing. I was like, what the heck is this? Blood Tap. Each damaging Death Coil, Frost Strike, or Rune Strike generates 2 blood charges, up to a maximum of 12 charges. Blood Tap consumes 5 blood charges to activate a randomly fully depleted rune as a death rune. Basically, all I understand about this is you get a free rune. Next one is called Rune Empowerment, and it also gives you a free rune. It's a 45% chance on when you do damage with Death Coil, Frost Strike, Rune Strike. Next ability is called Rune Corruption. When you land a damaging Death Coil, Frost Strike, or Rune Strike, you have a 45% chance to activate Runic Corruption, which increases your runic generation by 100% for 2 seconds. I only got it to proc once. Normally, Anti-Magic Shell absorbs like 70% of all incoming damage. Now with the glyph, you can increase it to 100%. The glyph called Dark Succor, it's basically like a victory rush for warriors, and when you kill a target that grants honor or experience, your next death strike will heal you for 20% of your health. With the glyph of Death Coil, you can now use it on friendly players to put a bubble on them that absorbs damage. Glyph of Enduring Infection. Your diseases cannot be dispelled anymore off targets, but they do 30% less damage. What would you do? Do you want extra damage or you want undispellable diseases? Now, I don't know if this is on live yet, but if it is, I don't know. Glyph of Icy Touch, the glyph. Now, Icy Touch dispels one helpful magic effect from the target. That is amazing. They get a dispel. They get a dispel every time they do Icy Touch. That is a little bit overpowered for being a glyph. Very overpowered. Glyph of Strangulate increases the duration of the silence by Strangulate by 2 seconds. 2 seconds more on the silence. That is a crazy lockout. A Pillar of Frost, normally it increases the Death Knight's damage, it makes the Death Knight immune to a couple movement impairing effects such as knockbacks, and it lasts for 20 seconds. With this glyph, with the glyph of Pillar of Frost, now you become stationary, you become stuck. But now you are totally immune to all CC. Immune to all CC, but you're stuck in one place. I don't know if that's any good. Fill up your runic bar, do activate that ability, but you're stuck in that one place up to 20 seconds where you're immune to CC. And you can just, I guess, throw spells. Pretty fun glyph. I think they got this from Diablo 3. Corpse Explosion. Now, it's a new ability you learn, and now you can corpse explode any mob you want. Here is another glyph. It's a fun glyph. Glyph of the Foul Menagerie. Now you summon an assortment of undead minions. What does that mean? It means that they don't all look the same anymore. Now there are a whole bunch of different types of skeletons. Glyph of Horn of Winter. When you cast Horn of Winter, it starts to snow on you. Alright, Glyph of Path of Frost. Now when you activate Path of Frost, it lets you fall from a greater distance. This is, I think, for those Death Knights that like to do Path of Frost when they're falling over water. And they end up dying. As a warrior, I'm jealous of Death Knights. Death Knights have some stuff that, as a warrior, I want. And they can do a lot better. They can run faster, they can slow stuff, they can CC, they can lock out, they can heal themselves. Death Knights are amazing. I can say DKs are very good at PvP. I mean, the only classes that consistently beat me in duels right now on the Mists of Pandaria beta are Death Knights. I can beat Death Knights, but I'm telling you, Death Knights right now I think have the most burst that I've seen. Level 85 Mists of Pandaria. Don't mess with them. They kick your butt. Oh, I'm gonna be headed to the E3 very soon. If you guys want to find me at the E3, just go to the Ubisoft booth or the Razer booth and come by and say hello. If you're lucky, you're gonna get a prize. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of goodies to give away to you guys. So see you there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Death Knights and Mists of Pandaria. As always, Swifty here. Thanks for watching.